Well, hello. Thanks for joining me. Today's video is going to be on a topic that I don't really talk about that much on here, but it's been a very important part of the last 25 years of my life. Today we're going to talk about Arthur. So you may have seen the recent news that it's officially been announced that Arthur, the series, is coming to an end after 25 years at the end of season 25. A few of my friends saw this and sent the link to me. One of my friends actually messaged me and said, "I'm so sorry for your loss." I have been a huge Arthur fan, since it came out. So if you know me personally, you know that I love me some Arthur, okay? So today I just kind of wanted to talk about Arthur, appreciate Arthur, kind of tell my history with Arthur, my story with Arthur, and just create a space here for us to talk about Arthur, share some memories and everything, share what it means to you. And this is going to be very raw, not overly edited. I'm trying to do more of those sort of unfiltered, unedited type of videos. I wish Arthur was more in frame. Zach got this for me from a thrift store for $3, and he's in great shape. No one has played with him, so that's pretty cute. Anyway, so I have been actively watching Arthur in recent years. With the onset of more advanced technology, I'm able to stream Arthur on PBS Kids, and because of that, I have seen some of the more recent episodes and seasons of Arthur. There is a lot wrong with the newer seasons of Arthur, and I'm not trying to be a grumpy old person or anything, but the animation has changed, the style has changed. I don't like it. I don't like the movements and just slight differences in how the characters are drawn. They're kind of wonky. It's a little weird. And the overall tone of the show, I think, has taken on a much more childish vibe to it. It is a kid's show, but something about it, it's not as relatable for adults. It seems like it's a kiddie show at this point. And there are a lot of new characters now, which it's good, but some characters I hate. Mostly the Hicks from Louisiana, LaDonna and Bud. Girl, I cannot stand them. I also don't like how everyone's pets talk, and the pets talk to the babies. Unnecessary. I don't want to watch your little episode about Pal talking to Nemo and Amigo. I don't like that. That's not my jam. So between the animation, the new characters, and just the stupid stuff they throw in, like the talking pets, which I know the talking pets have been there for quite a while now, but between all those kinds of things, I think it's become a lot easier for a lot of the fans to let the show go, because we've been seeing it struggle, we've been seeing it flounder for a while. Speaking of that, I'm on the Arthur subreddit, so I'm always watching conversations around Arthur. I've been watching the attitudes around the more recent episodes, more recent seasons. Also, we've known Arthur's going to end for a long time. We knew it was going to end after season 25 for a while now. I'd venture to say as long as a year ago. That's just been something that's been known on the sub. I don't know why it's just now coming into the major news outlets, but I mean, I've already made peace, and I've made peace for those reasons I told you about why the show's kind of going downhill, and also because there are so many episodes. There are 25 seasons, there's so many episodes, so when a show ends, as long as it has so many episodes that I will get lost in the show, then I'm okay with that. I have a wealth of episodes to continue to rewatch over and over. It's not like it's a 20 episode show that's ending and all I have are those 20 episodes. This has hundreds of episodes for me to revisit, so I'll never feel like it's all dried up, if that makes sense. I also hope and pray that now, since Arthur will be over, I hope that we'll either have a good streaming option or perhaps even a DVD release. Take my money. I don't care how much it costs, I'm gonna buy it, okay? I need that. Actually, I need Arthur on DVD so bad that I have bought the DVDs of the early seasons from the UK and shipped them to America so I could watch Arthur when I want. Oh yeah, another thing I wanted to say about like how easy it is to kind of let go and to find peace with the ending of this show is it reminds me of when your favorite band just kind of starts to not sound so good. Like their latest releases aren't really that great, and then after a while they break up and you're just kind of like, well, yeah. So in a way, perhaps it's better that the show's kind of going, just gonna step out quietly. This is gonna be all over the place. I did read from one source, I think it was a PBS source, that they are planning on still creating Arthur content. Not really sure what that means. Someone on Reddit speculated, what if they launch a new Arthur series and it's in CG? Would not enjoy it. Heck, maybe it would be good, but I don't like all these computer CGI cartoons. I like traditional cartoons. But that's just me. Okay, so why don't we talk about when Arthur came out? When the show premiered, it was 1996. I was 8 years old and in the 8th grade. Just like Arthur. I also had an annoying little sister, the same age as DW. How perfect is that? So I remember when Arthur premiered because we would like read the books in school, like everyone did, and I liked those books. So when I saw shows coming out, I was like, cool, all right. And I was a PBS kid because we didn't have cable or satellite. So I think I watched it like when it first came on, like the premiere on television. I think I was watching that episode. The way it was set up was so perfect. It would come on at like 3:30 every day, which is like when you're getting home from school. And every single day that I would get to watch Arthur, I remember saying one day, like, it's just like a treat. It's like having a treat every day. Like, I was saying Arthur is like as good as a Rice Krispie treat or something. And then I have this book that you like fill out every year when you're a kid. My mom gave me, and like every year it had a spot for like what's your favorite show, and every year I put Arthur. And as I got older, you know, we would move, and like eventually we got satellite when I was in high school and stuff, so I didn't watch it as much, you know, because you're trying other things and doing other things and playing video games and all that. But I remember like still wanting to watch it and still thinking about it a lot. And anytime I was lucky enough to like catch it on TV, and that was the challenge, was catching it on TV, and our antenna didn't really get PBS that good. I don't really know what happened. Anyway, but in adulthood, in more recent years, I started watching them on YouTube. There are some wonderful people out there that will upload full episodes to YouTube. I would scour YouTube for these and watch them, but they very quickly get copyrighted and taken down. But with the PBS Kids app, you can watch a handful of episodes and they like slowly rotate them out. So right now, what I've been doing is like just watching on the weekends, whatever they have on PBS Kids. And I love watching Arthur on Saturday mornings because it used to come on at like, I think like 8 a.m. on Saturday, and it will come on in the morning on summer mornings. So I kind of associate Arthur with that weekend morning kind of vibe. Like, you're gonna go to swimming lessons after this, but first you have time to watch Arthur. I don't know, it just has that like exciting, it's gonna be a good day feeling to it. It's gonna be a wonderful kind of day. So even now I like to watch it on the weekend mornings. I also do have the DVDs, so I will pop those in anytime I feel like I need more Arthur than what was on the PBS Kids app. So who's my favorite character? My favorite character is DW. I think she's amazing. She's so entertaining. I love her. She's hilarious. But I also feel like I relate to Arthur a lot in both his good qualities and bad. My favorite episodes, I don't know. I have a lot, okay? But these are the ones that are standing out to me right now. DW's Dear Friend. The Chips Are Down and Revenge of the Chip. What Scared Sue Ellen. And I just watched a really good one from season 9 on PBS Kids called Arthur Makes Waves. And it was just so good. It was so relatable. It really just depends on how I'm feeling at the time, but honestly, I love it all, especially the earlier seasons, and I hate to be that person, but that's what I'm about. Something I have learned from Arthur, and something that Arthur is still teaching me to this day, is that like all the people around you, they have their good qualities and their bad qualities, and you just still have to accept them. I don't know why I keep looking over there. I'm so sorry. It's like where I go to think. But okay, think about Buster. He's a total slob. He's irresponsible, but he's still fun and funny and loyal. Think about Francine. She's a total jerk, but she'll still back you up. Like when she comes back to her senses, she'll still do what's right. Think about Muffy. She's a freaking snob and completely out of touch with reality. But she'll still hang with you. She'll still be generous sometimes. Think about the Brain. Wait, there's nothing good about the Brain. But see what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of helped me realize, okay, like, I don't have really a favorite character in Arthur. I don't even particularly like any of the characters on Arthur, because that's not what it's about. But it helps me realize that, like, you don't have to fully like the people around you. Like, your friends and your family, they're gonna have flaws. They're gonna have things that get on your nerves. And you can still just be with them. You know? You can still appreciate them. I hope I put that into words good. But that's really one thing that Arthur still says to me, the show says to me, in a lot of ways, because it's so easy to just write people off because they get on your nerves or whatever, but you have to remember the flip side, that they do have their good qualities. Arthur it's really weird because when you're on the outside looking in, it looks kind of stupid. It looks really juvenile, but when you actually watch it, you're like, oh, dang, this is good. Like, this is relatable. Like, it's one of those shows that you really have to watch to understand. And that's one thing that, like, really gets on my nerves was all the Arthur memery that's happened in the past few years, because I feel like the people that make these memes, they do not understand Arthur. And especially, like, the adult ones or the dirty ones. Like, I do not tolerate that. And I hate when people send me those. Please stop. Even, like, recently, I saw some TikToks that are reels or something that go around, like, highlighting some cool moments from Arthur, and then the caption will be like, dang, this show actually good for real though. I'm like, I know! The humor is great. I love the humor in the show. I love the animation. I love the character design. I love the houses and how, like, the background of everything looks like watercolor. I've just always really, really loved that. Oh, and the music. I forgot. All the little, like, background music and stuff is so good. Like, I want to have it on a CD or something. Gosh, I think I said everything I need to say about Arthur. I don't have, like, a lot of Arthur merch or anything. I have this, and I have my DVDs, and I have a pin that I'll show you. This enamel pin that's on my battle vest is DW. Being like, what? You know what? I also thought I would add this in. I like to draw DW a lot. Well, I like to draw things from Arthur a lot. So these are on the wall in my bedroom. So first is DW just living her best life, right? This peanut butter and jelly thing is from a little moment in Arthur. I don't remember what episode. And then Arthur and his relationship with cake is entirely relatable. So I wanted to draw that as well. And yeah, I mean, I don't really care about Arthur paraphernalia that much, but if they ever release it on DVD, I will be there. I actually donated to PBS one time, like, you know, you just make a donation or whatever, and I wrote a big letter about how I need Arthur to come out on DVD. I forgot to mention, though, that there's something really weird about this show ending, because I guess when a show that came out when you're a kid is still running, then that makes you feel like you're still kind of young, you're still kind of youthful, like whatever, like your childhood's basically still going because the shows are still running, the same voice actors are still in it, or what have you. But when it's like time for a large piece of your childhood to come to a close, it's like, dang, my childhood is really over. Like, this is far enough away that the show was getting tired and slowing down. Like, you know how it is when your teachers retire. You're like, your kindergarten teacher retires or passes away or something. You're like, what? It's just one of those kinds of feelings, like, where the icons of your childhood are slipping away. It's like, man, I'm just alone out here in adulthood for real now. Okay, this was all over the place. That'll wrap up this very special video in honor of Arthur, one of my favorite shows ever. If you have a favorite episode or a favorite character, or any special memory you want to talk about, please do so in the comments. This is a safe place for Arthur fans. And if you haven't seen Arthur yet, why don't you go to pbskids.org and check it out. And if you're sad about this, just remember, there are so many episodes out there that we'll be able to continue to revisit over and over. Like, Arthur is always going to be there. We just won't be having the new stuff. But that doesn't mean the show will be any less significant. Okay, bye everyone.